Welcome back, everyone. This week we're at Wildman. Well, that was a big old log hop. It was at an angle as well, so I was a little freaked, but I managed to make it on my second attempt. Here with Chris, Stephen, Paul, Derek, and Steve. And the leaves have all come down now. There's nothing left in the trees, and we have no idea where we're going. As Chris has just found out, he's fallen in a hole. I'm going to go around that one. There was quite a lot of these, just completely buried. No idea. So today we all decided to ride significantly slower because it's dangerous. It's just frankly dangerous. In this sort of thing, there's lots of rocks and roots and all sorts of stuff, and we just can't see them. And I wouldn't say I was losing the front end or anything, but it certainly was unnerving not being able to see where you're going. Some bits were easier to ride than this, a lot easier because there wasn't as many trees, I guess, so not as many leaves fell. But there was other places where so much fell that we can't ride quicker, and we're actually going even slower. So I didn't really feel many of that because it's kind of boring because we're literally just trundling through. So we tried to do a balanced day. Still a bit of fun here and there, doing some jumps. And I also decided to try and keep practicing those pivots, and I'm starting to get the hang of it. I can pretty much get the wheel up each time, although only to the left. And I still struggle to keep my foot on the bloody brake. So yeah, I'm practicing, and here was my best attempt. It was captured by Steve, but unfortunately it was captured in time-lapse mode. But hey, Steven's actually much better at it than I am as well. Yeah, foot fell off the peg and send the bike off to Narnia.
Count.
It still counts though, I made it over. So, another week just practicing what I was talking last week, where I'm really just trying to push the handlebars down whilst I go around corners, but it's so hard when you can't see where you're going. I thought this would be easy. I don't know what happened, and I'm a dumbass. That should have been so easy, especially as I can make it over. Almost fell over there, put my foot in a hole, didn't realise, can't see it. I have no excuse for not running over that. Ooh, crikey, Stephen. So, the trails, I was trying to practice the turning things, but it was a little bit hard because I can't really see where the trail goes. And how many people hit their head on that? A lot of bark is missing off that tree. Hope those guys are right, whoever hit it. So trying to practice the turning. I noticed that actually now when I'm going through it, sometimes I can even get one of my arms to like lock out. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but it's kind of satisfying to go around the corners. Not in this clip here. I'm just going so slow. I'm just trying to figure out where the path is going. You can see some of the bumps. Oh, somehow I still blew that. I think I'm trying to look too far ahead as well, where I like to see where the trail goes and struggling to see where it is up close. Here's a little section where I was able to like go a little quicker and start practicing that thing again, exaggerate the butt off the edge, tilt the arms down. I noticed doing this that I was significantly less tired. It's also actually made me think back to some of the races, and earlier in the year I lose the front end a lot, right? And I'm assuming now that I've been trying to practice this, I noticed that, like, I don't know necessarily if I can turn harder, but I can feel like I can turn quicker, if that makes any sense. So, and because I'm pushing my arm out quite aggressively, I don't feel like the front ever, like, drops in on itself. Or like, with my arm pushed against it, it's not doing that. So I feel like I'm able to turn the bike a lot more aggressively. Jesus, went off the edge. But I wonder back to those races where perhaps my form and my position and technique wasn't so great. The reason why the front would fall in on itself and then I'd lose the front end and crash is because I was perhaps my elbows were bent, and my elbow's bent and the arm's not quite in the right position, and as a result, that's one of the major differences of changing this. Like, I know that I'm doing it on every single corner, and I don't like. There's so many corners that is probably unnecessary on. Like, I'm even doing it through here, right? Perhaps it's like that one I feel like is necessary on. This one I feel like it's good on as well. This one too, but some of the other ones, like maybe this one here, like I don't really need it here, but I'm practicing it here anyway. Here I could just like, you know, like stand back and just go for it, but crikey, can't see anything. Where am I going? Oh, the trail's over here. Oh wait, nope, went right. Yeah, it was a lot of this today. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like perhaps that might have been one of the reasons why I was losing the front end. I definitely don't think it's my tyres. They're pretty good. They're not super soft or nothing like that. Yeah, they're not motocross tyres, but I don't really want motocross hard tyres when I'm going over roots and rocks and stuff like that. Doesn't sound like a recipe for disaster. Sorry, doesn't sound like a recipe for success, even if it does help me ride quicker through the corners, or like, I don't know, gives me better grip through the corners. But yeah, like I probably didn't need it through that last little bit there, but this one definitely could make use of the elbow up and straightening the other arm out. So I've been practicing this a lot and just trundling along in third. I wasn't particularly trying to go quick today because I can't really read the path ahead because I can't see the path ahead. So, you know, just taking it easy, out for a nice ride. Practiced this for about 2.5 hours, I think. 3 hours total ride time today, which is actually much longer than usual. Some of the other guys got a little bit tired, and I think it's just because they were just getting shaken and thrown around because it's Wildman. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking gibberish to myself. Yeah, they were getting shaken about and they got a bit tired, so then me and Chris and Paul just razzed on for a little bit until Paul was exhausted and bailed out, and then it was just me and Chris to the bitter end. Stephen had to go for a steak date or something like that, which, alright, well, fair enough, each their own. I'm just gonna let the bike ride for a little bit. I don't really have much more else to say other than slow day, just practicing turns.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, let's jump. Then. Is it cool? Thanks. Thank you.
So here's that big tree.
What about that big tree over there?
Yeah, that big old tree over there. I mean, it's on the trail. And my first attempt. Boop. There was like, because it's like just slightly to the right of the trail, there was like some tree stumps, and I couldn't really see the thing, and I just spun the rear wheel and didn't get any momentum. So I tried again, because I know I can make it. Yeah, made it over. Anyway, that'll do for this week. Thanks. See ya.